Name of the lesson is Angle and its measurement. In this lesson we are going to study the concept of directed angle, angles of different measurement, units of measure of an angle, length of an arc of a circle, and area of a sector of a circle. We have already studied in previous standard the technique to draw acute angles, and in a circle we can find arc length and area of a sector provided the measurement of central angle is known. Now let us try to draw an angle of measure 40 degree. Now in figure 1.1, the measurement of angle ABC is measured in clockwise direction and its measure is 40 degree. In figure 1.2, the angle is measured in anti-clockwise direction and its measurement is 40 degree. Now here the sense of measurement did not count. जैसे कि हम लोग अगर एंटी क्लॉकवाइज मेजर कर रहे हैं या फिर क्लॉकवाइज मेजर कर रहे हैं उससे कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा. सो वी आर नॉट असाइनिंग एनी साइन डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द सेंस ऑफ रोटेशन. Also, if we consider the angle between two lines, say theta 1 and theta 2, this one is theta 1 and this is theta 2. Depending upon whether the lines are parallel to each other or anti-parallel to each other, the minimum value of theta will be 0 degree and the maximum value of theta will be 360 degree. Using the conventional concept of angle, we cannot have an angle of measure greater than 360 degrees. This is the reason why we need a concept of directed angle. Now we'll try to define a directed angle. The conventional angle is defined as the angle between two lines, but in case of directed angle, the angle is defined as the rotation of a ray with respect to its initial position. Now just have a look at the figure. Ray OA is initial arm or initial position. This is initial arm or initial position. Now it has been turned to certain angle to acquire the final position. Now this is final position, which is ray OB. Now while doing this, the angle swept by the ray with its initial position is known as directed angle. In case of directed angle, the initial and final position are very important. Like over here, the initial arm is OA and final arm is OB. So this is called an ordered pair of rays. Ordered pair of rays. Ordered pair in which order is very important. Like if OA is written first, then this is the initial arm. OB is written in second place, so it is terminal arm or final arm. So this is called as ordered pair. In ordered pair, the sequence is very important. जैसे कि हम लोग अपना नाम बताते हैं, like Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar. So Sachin has to come first, then is Ramesh. So this is known as the ordered pair. So in ordered pair, the order, the sequence of the two elements is very important. If O is written first, then this is initial arm and OB is terminal arm. If we are going to write it like OB bar, comma OA bar, then OB bar will be the initial ray and OA bar is going to be the final ray. Okay. So now let us define the directed angle. So directed angle is defined as the ordered pair of rays OA bar, comma OB bar together with the rotation of the ray OA to the position of ray OB is called as directed angle and is denoted by directed angle AOB. We represent simple angle like this and directed angle is denoted like this. So directed angle AOB. Remember, in case of directed angle, the position of initial arm and terminal arm is very important. If you are writing OA first, then OA is the initial arm and OB is the terminal arm. So in this case over here, the rotation is taking place in anti-clockwise direction as represented over here. If rotation of the initial ray is in anti-clockwise direction, then the measure of directed angle is considered to be positive. Remember, if the rotation is in anti-clockwise direction like this, then the angle is positive, and if the rotation is in clockwise direction, then the angle is negative. Now you must be very well knowing the direction anti-clockwise and clockwise. चलो घड़ी जैसे चलती है, लाइक ये 12:03, 6, 9. सो घड़ी के कांटे कैसे चलते हैं? ये ऐसे चलते हैं, 12 से लेकर 3 तक जाते हैं. सो दिस इज क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन and reverse of this is anti-clockwise direction. So if the ray is rotating in anti-clockwise direction as shown in figure 1.3a, then the angle is positive angle. So AOB is positive angle and BOA is negative angle. Let us consider that the measure of the angle is theta. So if the measure of angle is theta, then in first case it is plus theta and in second case it is minus theta. So always remember, if the rotation of the ray is in anti-clockwise direction, then the angle is positive, and if it rotates in clockwise direction, then the angle is negative. So always remember that angle AOB is never equal to angle BOA, but they are negative of each other. AOB is equal to theta and BOA is equal to minus theta. So we can write this as directed angle AOB is negative of directed angle BOA. Now we are going to study the certain types of angles. The first is zero angle. If initial arm and terminal arm are coincident, that there is no rotation at all, then the angle is of measure 0 and the angle is known as zero angle. So for zero angle, the measurement of angle AOB is equal to 0 degree. Next is one rotation angle. If ray OA completes one rotation and acquires the same position again, now as you can see, OA and OB are coincident again, but only after completion of one rotation, then the angle is known as one rotation angle. And in case of one rotation angle, the measure of angle AOB is equal to 360 degree if it is rotating in anti-clockwise direction only. Next is straight angle. If ray OA rotates so as to acquire the linear position with its initial position, that is they are anti-parallel, then it is known as a straight angle, and straight angle is half of one rotation angle. And so in case of straight angle, the measure of angle AOB is equal to 180 degree. Next is right angle. 1/4 of one rotation angle is known as one right angle. It is also known as the half of a straight angle. Now if this is a one rotation angle, now this one rotation angle is divided into four equal parts. Part number 1, number 2, number 3 and number 4. So if we will divide 360 degree into 4 equal parts, then that gives us the measurement of a right angle, and therefore the measurement of a right angle is equal to 90 degree. So measurement of a right angle AOB is equal to 90 degree. Okay. Next is angles in standard position. Now it's a very important concept, angles in standard position. Now as we know, for a directed angle there are two important positions, initial arm and terminal arm. If for the given directed angle, its initial arm is along positive direction of x-axis, say along OX, terminal arm may lie anywhere in any quadrant, but the initial arm has to be along positive direction of x-axis, then the angle is known as angle in standard position. Now as seen over here in this figure, XOP, OX is initial arm which lies along positive direction of x-axis. OP, the terminal arm, lies in first quadrant. Similarly consider OXQ, OX initial arm again along positive direction of x-axis, OQ lies in second quadrant. Similarly for third angle XOR, the terminal arm lies in third quadrant. All these three angles are in standard position because their initial arm lies along positive direction of x-axis. Next is angle in a quadrant. A directed angle in a standard position. Now when we say a directed angle in standard position, it is very clear that its initial arm must lie along positive direction of x-axis. Now for such angle is said to be in a particular quadrant if its terminal arm lies in that particular quadrant. Now have a look at this diagram. OX is initial arm which lies along positive direction of x-axis. So naturally all the angles are in standard position. Now consider XOP. For angle XOP, terminal arm OP lies in first quadrant. So XOP is an angle in first quadrant. Similarly XOQ. XOQ is angle in second quadrant and XOR is angle in third quadrant. Now for angle to be in a particular quadrant, always remember that the angle has to be in a standard position, that is its initial arm should lie along positive direction of x-axis. Next is the concept of quadrantal angles. A directed angle in standard position. So when we say standard position, naturally initial arm lies along positive direction of x-axis. Okay. So a directed angle in standard position whose terminal arm or terminal ray lies along x-axis or y-axis is known as a quadrantal angle. Now since there are 4 quadrants, there exist 4 quadrantal angles. Now have a look at this diagram. First is XOQ. XOQ is a quadrantal angle for first quadrant and measure of this angle is 90 degree. Then is XOR. XOR is a quadrantal angle for second quadrant and its measure is 180 degree. Next is XOS is a quadrantal angle for third quadrant and its measurement is 270 degree. And XOP is a quadrantal angle for fourth quadrant and its measurement is 360 degree. Next is the concept of coterminal angles. Now as it is clear from the name itself, directed angles of different amount of rotation having the same position of initial arm and terminal arm are known as coterminal angles. Always remember they have the same position of initial arm and terminal arm. Now as is clear from figure 1.10a, यहाँ पे देखो angle AOB. Now to obtain angle AOB, there is a rotation from OA to OB, say the angle be theta. Now the same can be achieved by rotating ray OA once through 360 degree and then again through theta. So the next angle is 360 plus theta. The same can be achieved by rotating ray OA twice through a complete rotation and then again through angle theta. So this is 2 into 360 plus theta. Now we can go on by rotating ray OA 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. So can we say that the coterminal angles have a measurement theta, then 360 plus theta, then 360 into 2 plus theta, then 360 into 3 plus theta. In general we can say 360 into n plus theta. So in general if there are two angles, coterminal angles, theta 1 and theta 2, then their difference is a multiple of 360 degree. So if you have to check that the two angles are coterminal or not, then find the difference between them, take its modulus, it has to be 360 degree. Now what is the meaning of modulus? If you will take a difference, the answer may be positive or negative. Whatever it is, you will have to take only a positive value. That is the significance of this modulus. And if the difference between two angles, the modulus of difference between two angles is multiple of 360 degree, 360 into n, then the angles are coterminal angles. Okay, as is clear over here, if the two directed angles are coterminal angles, then the difference between measures of these two directed angles is the integral multiple of 360 degree. For example, now as seen over here, one is 390 degree, another is 30 degree. So difference between them is 390 minus 30 is equal to 360 degree. So for coterminal angles, always remember the modulus of their difference is a multiple of 360 degree. Next is measure of an angle. The amount of rotation between initial arm and terminal arm is known as measure of an angle. Now as is clear over here, let x be the measure. There are two different methods to measure the angle, direct angle. First one is degree measure, the conventional method that we are using from so many years, also known as sexagesimal system. And the second one that we will be introducing now is SI system, radian measure, also known as circular system. But we shall continue with measure of angles and systems of measurement in the next video.